Problem the Tri-State is far too familiar with is quickly spreading across the rest of the country. Now federal lawmakers are trying to do something about heroin abuse. The Senate Majority Leader was in northern Kentucky today talking about something he thinks will help. Jordan Burgess looks at why he visited a place that you wouldn't think is on the front lines of this struggle.
You may be wondering why the Senate Majority Leader would come to the children's home of northern Kentucky to talk about drug abuse. Well, that's because they say that it's an issue even among teens. And we're asking whether enough is being done. A drug that knows no boundaries.
We used to think northern Kentucky was the epicenter, and now we're finding out it's bad everywhere else, too.
That's led federal lawmakers to take up the issue of heroin and painkiller abuse. Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell talked about the federal government's efforts with the head of the children's home of northern Kentucky and the Kenton County Police Chief.
You can't simply solve this problem by putting handcuffs on it.
The Senate recently passed a bill called the Comprehensive Addiction and Recovery Act 94-1. The bill is designed to provide federal grants so users have more treatment options at places like the children's home.
The superintendents are indicating that the biggest need that they have is for treatment services, behavioral health care services for youth who are well past the experimentation stage with illicit drugs.
But Democrats argued the bill didn't fund treatment enough, something we asked McConnell about. He says the money is there in the budget, even if this bill doesn't directly add more.
You know, we got a $19 trillion debt. There are not a whole lot of things that are getting plussed up these days. So that ought to tell you right there what a priority this is.
Now the House of Representatives will consider the Addiction and Recovery Act. McConnell says he expects them to take it up soon and either pass it or a similar bill. Jordan Burgess, The Now, Cincinnati.